Well, hello again, and welcome to another episode of Weird News and Wacky History, a look behind the scenes of what's been happening throughout the years. I'm your host, Pastor Roland Moss, that old history dude. They're multicolored and they snap together. It's the Lego way. Journey to Billund, Denmark, and you'll find one of the most secure vaults in the world. Located deep underground in the Jutland Peninsula town, it's a temperature and humidity controlled bunker. It's also completely fireproof and protected by state-of-the-art security system. So what is this high-tech facility? Some top-secret hidey hole for world leaders in case of a nuclear war? Repository for samples of every plant seed known to mankind? Or an archived library of the great artworks of the world? Actually, the vault, known as Memory Lane, is the home of virtually every block and building set ever produced by the Danish Lego company since the 50s. In the early years, the red and white blocks, some with windows, came packed in wooden boxes. Each succeeding year's productions were housed in archival roller shelves. Billund has been the world headquarters of Lego since the 1930s. The present empire was just a simple carpenter shop. A museum called the Lego Idea House now resides in the family home of Lego creator Kjeld Kirk Christiansson, who named his snap-together toy Leg Godt, play well. So what does childhood smell like to you? For many, it's Billund and the fragrance of warm plastic Lego blocks. But Legos aren't just for kids anymore. Some artists specialize in oils and watercolors. Others choose to shape clay, while still others work in bronze or even stone. And then there's the masters of Lego. The multicolored snap-together plastic blocks are far more than just snap-together toys, as evidenced by the intricate constructions found in Legoland theme parks. But light years beyond even that are the artworks of Ai Wei, who's taken the lowly bricks to a whole new level. Born in 1957, this son of a political activist grew up in a labor camp and uses the impersonal plastic bricks to express his political sentiments. In 2014, he created 176 portraits of political prisoners entitled Trace to highlight the plight of Chinese dissidents, creating personal art from industrial plastic pieces. Now Wei is debuting Water Lilies #1, a reinterpretation of Claude Monet's vast watery triptych. Opening in April of 2023 in London's Design Museum, the monolithic Lego wall is almost 50 feet long and uses 853,000 Lego pieces in 23 different shades. The artist says he's integrated Monet's Impressionism with the harsh reality of growing up in exile. In it, he even portrays the dugout in which he grew up as a dark patch among the flowers. Whatever it is, it's massively beautiful. Seen any giant Lego spaceships hovering overhead recently? Or an immense Lego ship far out at sea? That might explain the giant Lego men washed up on various seashores worldwide. Perhaps they're just crew members who fell overboard. Siesta Key's Jeff Heinemann was baffled by the flotsam he discovered during his morning beach walk on October 4, 2011. At first, the Floridian thought it was some kind of stranded sea creature until he examined it. Cleaning off the seaweed and standing it upright, he realized that he'd found a 100-pound, 8-foot-tall Lego man with "No real than you are" boldly printed across his front. On the back it said, Ego Leonard 8. This wasn't the first Ego Leonard Lego man to come ashore. One came in on the tide in Holland in 2007, while another beached in England in 2008. Then one floated onto a California beach near LA in 2012, while another washed up in Japan in 2014. Lego Corporation was quick to disavow any connection to the giant figures. Meanwhile, Dutch sculptor and probable culprit Ego Leonard was being purposely vague about his involvement and his shaky grasp of the English language, stating on his website that, "I come from the virtual world." Alrighty. And Lego is into other things beside plastic blocks. With the advent of horseless carriages, car manufacturers soon settled on pneumatic rubber tires as the wheel of choice. Being inflated helped cushion the riders from jouncy unevenness of early roads, had better grip, needed much less material to produce, and were substantially lighter than their solid rubber cousins. Akron, Ohio has long been known as Rubber City, and with good reason. After all, it was there that Frank Seiberling opened his Goodyear tire and rubber plant in 1898. Business was brisk, prompting Harry Firestone to launch his namesake Firestone Tire and Rubber Company in 1900 in the very same town. For 60-plus years, these two giants battled head-to-head for the supremacy of the automotive, industrial, and racing markets. But those giddy years of old are gone. One dark day, a new kid on the block surpassed them all and never looked back. The newbie's first tire rolled off the line in 1962. Just 5 years later, they sold a staggering 820,400 units in 1967. These days, they pump out some 318 million tires annually. So, was the Johnny-come-lately manufacturer one of those Oriental tire makers with exotic names like Hankook, Chengqing, or Sumitomo? No, actually, it's Lego. Teeny tiny tires. Big business. And that's about all the time we have for this episode of Weird News and Wacky History, a look behind the scenes of what's been happening throughout the years. I'm your host, Pastor Roland Most, author, historian, and speaker, hoping that all of your history is just a bit weird.